Hello everyone, welcome back to FPL STAR. Today I gonna discuss about popular buy sell ranking for Game Week 4. So before starting, if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel for FPL content throughout the season. Now let's start. And if you look at the first priority transfer for Game Week 4 is Chilwell. I put him in the essential category because he continued to playing as a left winger for Chelsea and he played very well. If you look at his goal winning ratio is 0.58, which is quite good for a defender, and that's why he is in rank 1 position. If you look at the rank 2 position, it's Mbemu, and I put Mbemu behind Chilwell because if you look at Chilwell fixture run from game week 4 to game week 7, it's all good, but Mbemu got Newcastle away in game week 5, and that's why I put Mbemu behind Chilwell. But Mbemu is also a good FPL asset, and if you look at his goal ratio is 1.11 and he's got 8.3 point per match ratio. He's a penalty taker for Brentford and also the talisman, so you can go for Mbemu, and he's also an essential option. Now move on to the rank 3 and 4 position. In rank 3 position is Madison. If you look at his next two fixture is Burnley away and Sheffield United home, and he is a talisman for Tottenham and taking all the set pieces for Tottenham. He is now fully fit, so I think that's why he is in essential category, because if you look at his goal ratio is 0.87. I put Madison behind Mbemu because if you look at Mbemu's goal involvement ratio is 1.11, which is higher than Madison. That's why Mbemu is ahead of Madison, but Madison still is a very good FPL asset. Now move on to the rank 4 position, and it's Starling. And if you look at his goal involvement ratio is 0.67, which is lower than Madison, but his fixture runs look so good. On the other hand, I think Mbemu Madison might be the penalty taker for Tottenham, and Starling will not take the penalty for Chelsea because he has got very bad penalty scoring ratio. So that's why I put Madison ahead of Starling. Now move on to the rank 5 and 6 position. In rank 5 position is Wisa, and if you want to go for a double up Brentford in game week 4, then I think Wisa can be the option. And if you want to move on a forward transfer, Wisa is one of the best option right now. His goal ratio is 0.57. His point per match ratio is 7.3. So he's a quite good FPL option for game week 4, and that's why I put him in the good category because his fixture run other than game week 5 looks fabulous. And in rank 6 position is Udogi. In last match he scored 1 assist, and in last 3 match he got 18 points. His point per match is 6, and if you look at his goal ratio is 0.41. For a defender is quite good, and he is fully nailed for Tottenham, and that's why I put him in the good category because Tottenham got two easy fixture for game week 4 and game week 5, and game week 6 7 it's hard, so that's why he is not essential, but I put him in the good category. Now move on to the rank 7 and 8. In rank 7 position is Gusto. As Reece James is now injured, Gusto is now Chelsea's first choice right back, and if you look at his goal ratio is 0.31, just 4.1 million defender whose fixture run looks fabulous for game week 4 to game week 7. I think he's an optional option because if you want to triple up Chelsea with Starling, Nicola Jackson and Chilwell, then I think going for Gusto will hamper this move, and that's why he's optional. But if you want to save some budget, then you can obviously go for Gusto. Now move on to the rank 8 position, and it's Ward Pros, and I put him in the optional category because he just played 2 match for West Ham, but in 2 match West Ham played very well, and Ward Pros taking the set piece and might be the penalty taker for West Ham. His goal ratio is 0.75, but if you look at his fixture in game week 5 and game week 6, it looks tricky, and that's why he is in the optional category. But I think if he continued to playing in the advanced position, then I think he is a good option. Now move on to the rank 9 and 10 player, and in rank 9 position is Anderson from Crystal Palace. He is a defender and center back, and if you look at his playing in last match he scored 1 goal, and if you look at his point per match is 7.3, which is quite good, but I think he didn't have any attacking return. It's a lucky goal because if you look at last 2 seasons he didn't score a single goal. That's why I put him in the optional category. Now move on to the rank 10 position, and it's Romero. In last 3 match he got 20 points and scoring 1 goal, but I put him in the ignore category because if you look at Romero's performance in last season, he got 9 yellow card and 1 red card. He's a card magnet, and that's why you should ignore him. Though Tottenham fixture looks good. Now move on to the popular sell category, and first player you need to sell from your team is Luke Shaw. He is injured long time, so you need to sell him. The second one is Gabriel. He is not favored by the manager of Arsenal, and he was rotated, so you need to sell this kind of player from your team, and that's why he is also an essential sale. Now move on to the rank 3 player, and it's Joe Pedro. He is an essential sale because Brighton manager don't favor him, and if you look at the Brighton lineup, as now Inciso is injured, still Joe Pedro in the bench, so it's not a good thing for Joe Pedro owner, and that's why you need to sell Joe Pedro, and it's an essential sale because of minute risk. In rank 4 position is Rafael Varane. He has got slight knock in last match playing 45 minutes, and that's why if he is not fit for game week 4, then obviously you can sell him. He's a good sell, but still I think you can hold Varane because he's a sure starter for Manchester United. Now as Luke Shaw is injured, so there might not too much clean sheet for Manchester United, and that's why I think it will affect Rafael Varane's performance and Manchester United overall performance, and that's why it's a good sale for game week 4. But you can obviously hold Rafael Varane. Now move on to the rank 5 and 6. In rank 5 position, it's Martinelli. If you look at his performance in last 3 match, he got just 10 points. His goal ratio is 0.23, which is very poor. He barely involved in Arsenal attack. In game week 5, Manchester United and Arsenal are facing each other, so you need to sell these two team players, and that's why he's in the optional category. But obviously Martinelli is a very good attacking player, so he can score in any match, and he's a very good counter attacking player. That's the positive thing for him, but his form is not there, so he's an optional sale for game week 4. And in rank 6 position is Odegaard. He might be the penalty taker, but I think now Arsenal will share the penalty between Odegaard and Saka. That's a positive thing for Odegaard, but he's now playing deep because there is Havertz making the forward run, and that's not ideal for Odegaard. But I prefer selling Martinelli ahead of Odegaard because if you look at Martinelli's goal ratio is 0.23, where Odegaard has 0.40, and that's why Martinelli is the priority sale and Odegaard is behind Martinelli in this case. Now move on to the rank 7 and 8. In rank 7 position is Rashford, and a lot of FPL managers selling Rashford, and 135k manager already sold Rashford. And if you look at his performance, his goal ratio is 0.52 in last 3 matches, scoring 12 points. He in first 2 game week he blanked, but in game week 3 he is provide 2 assists and 1 is earning penalty. And if you look at his performance, first 2 matches he's playing as a center forward, now playing in the left wing, and in left wing he played well. But if you want to sell some of your Manchester United or Arsenal attacker, then if you want to sell one Manchester United midfielder, I think you should hold Bruno Fernandes and sell Rashford, and that's why he's an optional sale. Now move on to the rank 8 position, and it's a Mitoma. He is also an optional sale, but if you look at his goal ratio is 0.77, which is higher than Martinelli, Odegaard and Rashford, and that's why he is less priority sale for game week 4. And if you want to sell other midfielder, I think you should sell Martinelli first, then Odegaard, then Rashford, and then Mitoma. And that's why it's an optional sale because Brighton playing very attacking football, they can score against any opponent, and Mitoma is a very good player and he's a very good dribbler, also the chance creator for Brighton, and that's why he will obviously play. And as he is a playing player, but his fixture run is tricky, so he's an optional option to sell. Now move on to the rank 9 position, and in rank 9 position Onana, and I think you should ignore selling Onana because a lot of FPL manager got frustrated with Manchester United defense. In last 2 matches they cannot maintain clean sheet, and 106k manager already sold Onana, but I don't think it's a nice move because you don't need to transfer your goalkeeper, and Onana is a very good goalkeeper. When Manchester United can maintain clean sheet, I think Onana will get the bonus point because he is a very good passer of ball, and that's why you should ignore this kind of sale. I don't prefer goalkeeper sale here. And in rank 10 position it's Eze. A lot of FPL managers selling Eze, but I don't think it's a good move because his next fixture is awesome, and Eze is the talisman for Crystal Palace and also taking all the set pieces for Crystal Palace, and so that's why you should ignore this kind of sale ahead of Wolves home match. And also in game week 5 he has got Aston Villa away. Aston Villa are not a very good defensive side, and also Fulham are a very poor defensive side. So I think in these three match, AJ can get attacking return, and that's why he's an ignore sell for game week 4. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel for FPL content throughout the season, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Good luck.